Okay, so we are teleported into the school cutscene. Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Outwitt, and today we are going to be playing some more Ice Cream 2. Today is a weird day. We're going to be doing some experiments with Mr. Rod Sullivan, the Ice Cream Man of Doom. And we're going to be getting into all sorts of weird shenanigans. So, let's get started. Alright guys, here we are. Let's go ahead and first, let's get out of this room. Let's take our blankets here. We are going to make our way down the house. And then we are going to try and make an escape to the circus. Alright, so we're going to take our map. We're going to put it on the wall here. And we're going to head on over to the circus. Next stop, the circus. We're rolling up to the circus. Here we go. The first experiment we are going to be trying out is, this was a fan requested suggestion as well, is to be able to see if we can get Rod inside the secret lair here with Mike and Charlie. Because, you know, normally Rod is not supposed to be able to enter the secret lair whatsoever. So we're going to break some things today and finally, you know, confirm or bust the myth if Rod can make it in there. So let's get started. All right, so we have our God mode on, which is good. That's all we need. And we're going to go ahead here and turn on our no clip. We're going to go make our way in here without the special pass because, you know, we're just that good. We're going to turn off no clip. And, alright, let's see. We're going to use our teleport Rod to me feature here on the menu. Alright, let's give this a go. Does Rod, in fact, make it in here? Let's see. Teleport Rod to me. It looks like he's not. Every time I press it, he's kind of put outside the glass. This is very, very strange. Okay, let's see where Rod is actually at. Because I feel like he keeps, you know, sort of teleporting in other spots. So we're gonna kind of use no clip to help us out here. But as you can see, it's sort of like an invisible barrier here. Every time I try to teleport Rod in there, he just gets put like towards the wall, which is really weird. And you can even see it here. Let me move this out of the way here. Every time I click it, he will not teleport over here. He will like spawn around it. There's like some sort of force field around the secret lair. It must really be secret. Charlie's got some sort of magical barrier spell protecting this place or something, because the Ice Cream Man cannot enter the vicinity whatsoever. He can go around it, but he can't go in that barrier. It is so strange. This is really bizarre. I really thought that he would actually be able to teleport in here, no problem. Okay, let's see how close we can get him in here. Kind of like close to the wall, but not so much. See if we can sort of drag him over here. No, he will not. He will not come over here whatsoever. So there you guys go. Myth has been busted. Rod cannot enter the secret lair whatsoever. There's some sort of magical protection placed around the lair that does not allow evil Ice Cream Men to enter, which is kind of cool actually, but you know, kind of disappointing though at the same time, because I really thought the mod would have allowed him to, you know what, just kind of sneak in here. Looks like there might be some other things we might have to mess with to make that happen in the future. But you know what? There we go. There's confirmation. He cannot get into the Dungeon Comics secret lair. Now that we've had a chance to bust that myth, we're going to get to the next part. This is a brand new feature that I've baked into the menu here, guys. We're going to go into our scene menu, and there are two new options here at the bottom: school bullying and school crying. One is for the bullying cutscene that you see with Rod Jr., and the second is where Rod Jr. is crying while he's talking to Rod at the teacher's desk. So we're going to do the first one here and go to school bullying. Okay, so we are teleported into the school cutscene. Normally you cannot access this area whatsoever. It's only for the cutscenes that are played here. But here we are in the bullying scene with all these ghost children, And then we have Rod Jr. here, of the past in his dream, his nightmare, I guess. Just sitting here crying, bawling his eyes out at his desk while everybody's picking on him because of his weight. This is so weird. Like, all these kids look like super creepy. They're all like ghosts. You can see right through them. But you know what? They all actually look the same. They kind of look like us, to be honest with you. Wait, what if we're the bully? Wouldn't that be some sort of sick, twisted plot if that was actually us? Because if you look at the ghost like kid's hairdo and overall body shape, and then you look at us in the beginning intro scene of the game, I would have to say they look pretty similar. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Maybe I might be onto something. Just a thought. Here we can just check out all this different stuff here that we have in the cutscene, you know, like a cool little classroom. We can kind of, you know, walk through everything because we're in sort of a nightmare slash dream scenario here. Everything's not actually real. We're just here observing while, you know, the events are occurring. And we got the answers to the math test. Quick, copy them down. Just kidding. Don't cheat in school, guys. But yeah, it's pretty funny. We got a lot of different stuff here. We got some apples that are just spilled all over the floor. Looks like the teacher may have ran out of the classroom or something in a hurry. We also do have this bright spotlight right here. This is normally where the heart would be, the one that's beating during the cutscene. Really creepy stuff. You do have to be very careful here because there are no barriers. So if you actually go too far, you will fall into nothingness, into the great abyss. Don't want to do that. So just have to be careful here. The YouTuber Topsy actually gave me the idea to enter this cutscene, and here I am doing it. So shout out to Topsy for, you know, suggesting this. Here's an actual poster of some of the kids here, and looks like some sort of a nun in the background. So I'm going to assume this is some sort of a, you know, like religious school here. So definitely reminds me of the evil nun. But yeah, guys, here's the first scene that we've actually entered here in the school. The next one we are going to check out is the school crying scene where he's talking to Rod Sr., his older counterpart. Alright, so with the click of a button, here we are. We are in the scene right here where the spotlight is between the two, where they're having a nice conversation, and he's trying to comfort his younger self, telling him that everything's going to be okay, when in fact, I don't know if truly everything is okay, you know? Rod just turned out to be a horrible person when he grew older. I think we should no clip so we get a better look up close. So we can kind of see his younger self here with his hands over his face. He's crying. And then here's Rod Sr. just happy as ever, jolly as ever, because he knows what's going to happen in the future by coaching his younger self. And also, I guess Rod is able to merge through the floor? His feet are like straight up standing through the floorboard. Interesting. Not something I would have expected, but hey, you do you, Rod. And yeah, the rest of the scene's pretty much the same, except this time we actually have the heart in the spotlight. This is so weird. So you got some sort of like barbed wire around the heart, and it normally would be pounding, beating with like a bunch of fire effects around it. So creepy. You know, it was really creepy to see all that stuff in the cutscenes. But if you guys do want to see above the roof, we can kind of get like an overhead aerial view. It's kind of cool because like the roof becomes invisible and there's some sort of like faint objects in the distance. Wait, what? There's a slingshot out here in the middle of nowhere outside the school scene. And no, I did not add these. I promise you I did not add these items. And that is the gas canister. I was just about to say that looks like the gas canister. You need to remove the screws. It's not even bolted. It's apparently bolted to thin air somehow, some way. So we can't grab that. So you mean to tell me if we take our alien French, as some people would call it here, and unbolt it, it'll work? Okay, where are these screws at? Can we actually, like, are there actual screws that we can, you know, unbolt here? I don't think so, guys. They're just invisible, non-existent screws holding this object in place, which is super weird. Here's the slingshot. This is very bizarre. So they're just random items floating out here in the middle of nowhere outside a school cutscene. Kind of reminds me of those random items outside the pink room in Evil Nun, if you know what I'm talking about. Very, very strange, but it does definitely remind me of that. And I wonder if we could actually shoot Rod here. Let's shoot his younger self. Okay, so that did nothing. Here you guys go. Here you guys have it. This is the school cutscene. I don't know if we're going to totally just break the game, but we're going to try to teleport back to the neighborhood from here. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it says reset done, where we appear to be back to normal here somewhat. I'm assuming the game might be broken. I don't know. There are 2 rods now. What is happening? So bizarre. You never know what's going to happen when you do such weird, strange, crazy things, breaking the game in all sorts of way. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little experiment video with Rod here on Ice Cream 2. If you did, make sure to slap that like button, subscribe down below, and hit that bell to always be notified so you do not miss out on future videos just like this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.